Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Sky Towers. Now this is a game that is a print and play game currently, though I believe it will be available in other ways soon as well. All the information about how you can get your hands on this game will be in the description of the video, so be sure to check that out. But this is just a small little project that, like I said, still being developed. The rules that I'm going to teach you off of are the most up-to-date version of the rules. The deck that I'm going to be using is not as up-to-date. But like I said, with I believe the card number in the deck has doubled at this point. There's some other changes. Various things, but as far as how to play, this will be the most up-to-date version of the rules. Just know that what you see in the deck itself may be slightly different. Again, all the different ways to, or whatever ways there are to get a hold of this game, you can find that information in the description below. I definitely recommend you check it out. It's a cool little game, family weight game. You could definitely get your kids involved with this and that sort of thing. I'm really excited to be able to show you how to play this. It's going to be a real quick video. Before we do get into how to play Sky Towers, I want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Co. This is a fantastic website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. They have a great selection to choose from if you're just looking to build out your collection, just trying to fill in some gaps in your collection. They can help you out with that. Also, if you're looking to sell games, instead of selling 6 games to 6 different people, sell all 6 games to one person. Board Game Co. They that way you're only mailing them to one place instead of shipping them 6 different places. Also, though, they have a trade feature. The trade feature is pretty cool. If you have a Board Game Geek username and you've set up a trade list on Board Game Geek, you then can go over to Board Game Co., drop in your username over there, and Board Game Co. will compare your trade list from Board Game Geek to their stock, build a custom trade list right there on the website. It makes it very easy to set up a trade. If you do check them out, click on the link in the description below so they know I sent you over there. Board Game Co. makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. All right, let's get down to the table. I'm going to show you how to play Sky Towers. A player will win Sky Towers by having the most yellow kites at the end of the game on their completed towers. A tower is considered complete when its total value equals 21. Players should choose the right deck for the game based on the number of players and the time available. There is orange and pink or both. As I said at the top of the video, I don't have the complete deck, so you'll only see these pink cards, but the full game does have orange cards as well. To set up the game, first place the bonus cards indicated by these trophy symbols face up in the general play area. Next, shuffle the chosen tower cards and form a face-down draw deck. Each player will then draw 5 cards. These 5 cards will be the player's hand. These cards should be kept in secret from the other players. A player then places any sort of token in front of them to mark their play area, and they'll be building towers on either side of the token. And that's the setup. To begin play, the youngest player will be the first player, and then play will continue clockwise from there. On a player's turn, they can take 2 actions, and these actions may be any combination of play, draw, or return, and actions may be repeated. To take the play action, the player places a card from their hand on top of an existing tower, or they may begin a new tower. A player may only build up to 2 towers at a time. 1 tower to the left and 1 tower to the right of their token. When taking the play action, it's important to pay attention to your neighbor's towers, as you may not play a card that matches the top card of towers to your left or right. So in this case, I could not play this card since it matches the top card of my right neighbor's tower. However, I could play this card. Any player beyond your immediate neighbors does not block your towers. A player may never play a card that would cause them to go over 21 total value of their tower. If the player's tower as soon as a player's tower adds up to 21 exactly, it is complete, and the tower cards are then put in a pile next to the player. This tower no longer blocks your ability to build additional towers, and these cards will score at the end of the game. Some cards have an effect. Some of these effects are ongoing effects like number 1's effect, and others need to be resolved as soon as the card is played, like the number 5. A number 1 card may only ever be covered by another number 1. When playing a number 4, the player may play any number of number 4s on the same tower. When the number 5 is played, all players must discard down to 5. When a 6 is played, the player must either ask a player for a card by number. If they have it in hand, they must give it to the player who played this card. It is then added to that player's hand. Or the player may draw a card. When a player plays an 8 or a 9, they may immediately take an additional action. Also, an 8 or 9 may be played onto the player's own towers or another player's towers. Finally, a 10 cannot cover another card. It can only be played as the first card of a tower. If the player takes the draw action, they simply draw the top card of the deck and add it to their hand. There is no hand limit, but keep in mind that the number 5 will force you to discard down to 5 cards. And the return action allows the player to take all cards from one of their incomplete towers and put them back into their own hand. When a player draws the final card from the deck, they finish their turn, and then all players, including that player, take one additional turn. During this final turn of the game, each player may take 3 actions. At this point, the game ends. Incomplete towers and cards in a player's hand do not score. Players only score completed towers in their tower pile. The player with the most yellow kites wins the game. In the case of a tie, the tied players with the most pink flags win the game. If there is still a tie, the tied players share the victory. In the version of the game that I have, there are 4 bonus cards. However, the current version of the game has 9 bonus cards. Anytime a player completes one or more of the bonus cards, they take them from the table or from another player and add them to their pile. This counts towards end of game scoring. So there you go. That was Sky Towers. Very quick and easy to learn. Definitely check out the different ways you get your hands on that in the description below. Also be sure to check out our Patreon, subscribe to the channel, click the like button, the bell, all that good stuff. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.